besties out there. It's your favorite besties, Karan and Irene. And you all, first of all, we just want to thank each and every one of you all that supported our live event, our first live event. To God be the glory. It was nobody but Him that allowed this to be such a success. We thank everyone for coming out. We thank you first, God, for you giving us the vision and allowing the vision to come to pass. It was more than we even expected it to be.
It was great.
Yes, it was. But one of the things, you all, that we did during this live was asked our guests to submit questions. What would the besties do? So we're just going to do this series. So throughout the summer, throughout the spring, maybe even the top of the fall, you're going to be getting some of the questions and our answers to what would the besties do.
Yes.
So we're going to kick this first one off on today. And the question that we have is, can you have the opposite sex as a bestie? I'm going to say that again. Can you have the opposite sex as a bestie? And is it okay? You know what? I'm just gonna say this right quick. I think you can, if it is a pure relationship. And I was just sharing with Irene that one of my best friends, he was my childhood friend. His name was Samuel Austin. I believe that he and I would still be really, really good friends to this day if he did not pass away. We were cool, like straight from the womb.
Yeah.
We were cool. Nothing funny in between, no extra liking outside of. I loved him like a brother and he loved me like a sister. Even when Bruce and I got married, he knew that this man was my friend. The man sang for our wedding, y'all. Bright McKnight. He was a good friend. So I do think that you can have someone of the opposite sex as a bestie, but it has to be pure. Mm-hmm. Nothing funny in it. What you think?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Totally agree. When I was in college, my best friend in college was a guy. Mm-hmm. And so I think, like Karan said, it was no funny acting. No one broke any boundaries.
Yes.
Me and him connected over media. We were both media majors. We had the exact same major. Yeah. He was a year older than me. So he showed me the ropes, taught me how to video edit. So I have to credit you, Greg, with that. Taught me how to video edit. We was cool. Like, he really was. Him and his roommate. His roommate has passed on, named Rodney. It was like we was the three that we hung out together. But I believe that, and Greg has the same birthday as my husband, Mitchell. So I was like, okay, you know, it's something about them. But I really believe that you can, because we was like cool. Like, I mean, the only reason why we kind of distanced, he was from Sacramento, Fresno, California, and I ended up moving here to Chicago. But I absolutely believe it. But like Karan said, you have to make sure it's strictly platonic. And
yes, it is.
Like the same qualities that I like with females, I really liked about him. He was easy to talk to. Absolutely. And it was like I had a built-in big brother. You know, he was always looking out for me. He used to let me use his car. So I absolutely believe that you can. I do think, though, one thing that Kirana, I mentioned, that once you get married, like both of us have husbands that probably wouldn't mind if we had a male best friend. But I do think when you get married, things changes, and then your husband becomes your best friend. Absolutely. And it should never be anybody that you kind of put above your mate. Yes. So that's kind of how I feel. But I do believe that, yes, men and women can be best friends, and it is strictly platonic.
Yes, yes. So you all out there, what do you all think? Do you think it's okay to be friends of the opposite or with the opposite sex? Do you think that that's okay? Would it be okay with your husband or your wife? Because it could be okay with you, but how does your husband or wife feel about that if they knew that your good friend was someone of the opposite sex? If you have experienced this, or if you're currently in this friendship, let us know in the comments below. Share with us.
Yes.
We want to know your thoughts. And until next time, bye, besties.
Bye.